So welcome everybody, welcome to Yoga with Anne. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Let's start standing up today. So make sure your feet are underneath your hips or underneath your shoulders so that way you're nice and balanced. Toes pointing out in front. And we're just going to take a big breath in through your nose. Nice long exhale out through your mouth, like a sigh. So breathe in and then breathe out. Let all the tension go of the day. One more time. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Now let your breath settle. So if you can, because we're only doing breathing, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. And as you breathe in, see if you can feel your belly rise. And then as you breathe out, your belly will go down. If you want, you can put your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your chest. And then we're going to breathe in. Belly, take a little bit more for your chest, your collarbone area. And then exhale it out. Feel your chest go down, your belly go down. We're just going to do a few breaths of this. You can have your eyes open or closed, it's up to you. Just breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe in, notice how your whole body lengthens, expands. And as you breathe out, notice how your whole body relaxes, sinks down towards the ground. So feel your feet on the mat, on the ground. Notice your spine, your neck as you breathe in. Two more breaths in and out. And then on your next breath in, blink your eyes open, so welcome once more. Let's start stretching. So inhale, stretch to the ceiling. And then exhale it down. Side stretch, one arm, inhale. Exhale it over, drop let the other shoulder drop, and you can make circles with that hand so you can massage that shoulder. But we're stretching to the ceiling with the other hand. And then make those circles the other way. Breathe in, slowly come back up, and then exhale that one down. Other side, inhale. Exhale over, stretch, and then dangle this arm and make circles. Other way, because we do everything the other way. And then breathe in, come back to the ceiling, and then exhale it down. Let's do a slight twist as well. So bring your hands to your hips. Breathe in, lengthen, and then breathe out and twist one way. Just your shoulders, don't worry about the legs at the moment. See if you can look over behind you or over past your shoulder. So you're stretching the eyes, we're twisting the waist, working the spine. Breathe in, we're going to lengthen to the ceiling. Breathe out, slowly bring your head and body round. And then the other side. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist the other way. Again, we're going to look behind us, look over our shoulder if we can. Keep lengthening as you breathe in. Keep twisting as you breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Slowly bring yourself round. Shake out the arms and legs. And this time we're going to go up and down. So once again, make sure your feet are nice and comfortable so you're nice and balanced. So breathe in, stretch to the ceiling, look up. And then as you breathe out, just drop the hands forward. Don't worry about touching the mat yet. Your knees can stay bent or soft. It just depends on how flexible your hamstrings are. Again, make circles with your hands. Make those circles the other way. Okay, let's come halfway up. Breathe in, bring the hands to your knees, your thighs. Push your tailbone backwards. You can keep keep looking down or look straight ahead, it's up to you. We're pushing those shoulders away from your ears. We're going forward again. Inhale, exhale, let yourself go. Have a look at your knees between your legs. Okay, we're coming all the way up this time. So breathing, bring your hands overhead. Palms together, and then exhale, bring them down. Okay, let's open those legs nice and wide to whatever's comfortable for you, with the toes further out than what your heels are. Hands on top of your waist or your hips. We're going to bend one knee. So inhale, we're going to lengthen and zip up. And then exhale, just bend one knee. Adjust your feet if you have to, so that way we're getting a stretch on the opposite leg. You don't want this knee to go too far past your toes though. So breathe in, come back up. Breathe out, bend the other knee. Hold it here. You can press your toes into the mat, your heels. Notice your shoulders are relaxed and you're still breathing. Can you feel your chest, your belly rise and fall? And as we're exercising, you're breathing through the nose and mouth. Because inhale, we're coming back up. Okay, we're going to do 5. So inhale, stretch to the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, bend the knees and go down. That's 1. Let's keep going. 2, we're working those inner thighs. We're opening up those hips. 3, 4, and 5. Hold it here. Press into your palms. Relax the shoulders. Pelvic floor is nice and tight. Notice your toes on the mat or heels. Then notice your breath. Okay, breathe in, slowly straighten up. Heel and toe your feet in just once. We'll do another 5, but this time we'll have the palms together, elbows together. Breathe in, raise those elbows up. Keep those elbows up so we're working the upper arms. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and go down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it here. Keep those elbows up. Pelvic floor is tight. We're working those thighs, your inner thighs and your outer thighs, your quads. Okay, breathe in, bring yourself up, heel and toe, then 1 more time. Last 5. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time, bring the hands to the thighs. We're going to make it as a twist. So breathe in, breathe out. Twist one way. Look over your shoulder if you can. Hold it here. Keep breathing. As you breathe in, come back to the center. As you breathe out, go the other way. Breathe in, come back to the center. Take a breath. And then inhale, bring yourself up. Shake out those legs. Give them a wriggle. Okay, let's do warrior 2. So let's open the legs a little bit wider. Turn your left toes to the left, turn your right toes to the left. So your hips are going to sort of follow to the left, but then you're going to turn your shoulders into the center. So breathe in, breathe out. We're bending that right knee. I want that knee to be above the ankle. Don't bend it too much that the knee goes too far past your toes. Breathe in, bring your arms out at shoulder height. Turn your head, you're looking past your left fingertips, you're stretching as you inhale, you're sinking down as you exhale. So again, you're going to notice your feet, your toes, your heels, the outside of your feet. And then we slowly work our mind up our body and notice our breath. Feel the air going in, feel the air coming back out. Triangle, inhale, straighten the knee, drop that left hand, raise your right hand, stretch it up towards the ceiling. You want to push that right shoulder a little bit back, so that way you're feeling the stretch on your side. You don't want to be leaning forward to try and get close to the floor. Don't worry about the floor. We're stretching to the ceiling, we're stretching downwards, you're activating your heart rate. You can look up towards the ceiling till you pass your fingertip, or just look straight ahead. And back into warrior 2. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend the knees, sink, relax those shoulders. And of course, at any time, if your shoulders are hurting, you can bend one arm or both arms. This is just as good because you're still opening your collarbone area, so your shoulders are aligned. You're still getting the stretch underneath. It's just, if the arms can't come out, that's fine. We're still building strength and stamina in those legs. Let's go. Reverse warrior. Turn your left palm up. Drop the right hand. Raise that left hand up towards the ceiling. Look up if you can. And push that right shoulder back. And back into warrior two. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go back down. Okay, inhale, straighten the knee, bring those hands down. Let's do it on the other side. So turn your left toes, turn your right toes. Your hips are going to follow, and then your shoulders come back to the center. Inhale, exhale the knee. Inhale those arms, and as you exhale, turn your head. Look past your right fingertips. Your left hand is now the past. You're looking out into the future, but you're going to bring your awareness back to the present, your breath. So inhale and exhale. Triangle, inhale, straighten the knee, lean slightly to the right, drop that right hand, raise your left hand, stretch to the ceiling. Keep your knees soft if you can. And back into warrior two, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend the knees, sink back down. Okay, reverse warrior. Turn your right palm up, drop the left hand, raise your right hand up towards the ceiling. You can look up. If that's uncomfortable, just look straight ahead, down past your armpit. Back into warrior two, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go back down. And then inhale, straighten the knee, bring those hands down, turn your toes forward. So this way you're feeling the weight on the outside of your feet because we're going to go forward. So we want the knees and the toes to be pointing the same way. So let's bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers so we can work those upper arms, your biceps and your triceps. We're going to breathe in, we're going to lengthen, and as you breathe out, fold forward. Now you can go as far as just looking down. If you can, drop the top of the head down. And then see if you can bring your interlaced hands up towards the ceiling. Your knees are soft, so we're stretching those hamstrings. We're working biceps and triceps. We're letting gravity lengthen our spine. And if you're looking between your legs, you're seeing the world differently. So remember to breathe. You don't hold your breath. If you're holding your breath, your muscles aren't getting oxygen, so make sure you breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, look up, undo those hands, bring them to the mat, bring them over to the left. We're going to bend that left knee so we can stretch the inside of the right leg. And then if you can take your right toes off, turn it into a hamstring stretch so the leg will rotate on the heel. Stretch your toes. Okay, inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Put the foot down, straighten the knee, leave your left hand. Inhale, raise the right. Let's start working the waist as well. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring that one down, inhale the other one. Okay, inhale, exhale, bring it down. Walk both hands over to the right. You might, if you can't reach the mat, you can always use a block or something that's handy at home. So that way you're still comfortable. You're still bending the knee. We're still stretching that inner thigh. And if you want hamstring stretch, take the toes off the mat. Then breathe in slowly, bring yourself up, straighten the knee, put the foot down, leave your right hand, inhale, raise the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring that one down, inhale the other one. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring it down, bring both arms behind your legs. And as you breathe in, slowly raise your head, walk Bring them all the way to your lower back. We're doing a back bend, so push your shoulders back, your hips forward, and then inhale, look up towards the ceiling, open up your throat, your heart, your lungs. We're counteracting the forward bends. So breathe. Okay, inhale, straighten your head, straighten those hips, and then you can jump those feet in, or simply heel and toe them, give them a bit of a wriggle. And let's do eagle as well. So, get your left leg, put it in front of your right leg. So you can have the foot flat on the mat. I'll need you to be balanced. So you can have the foot flat, or you can come up onto your left toes. Or if you're very good, you can tuck it in behind your left calf, your right calf. We're going to work the arms, so that's why you need to be balanced. So your right elbow, you place it on top of the left elbow. Your arms are back to back, or grab hold to make it a little bit easier. Breathe in, raise those elbows up, zip up, and then exhale, bend the knees and sit. So you're thinking of pushing your tailbone backwards. We're keeping those elbows up, working the biceps and triceps. We're making sure our core muscles below the waist are nice and tight. And then you're going to notice your breath. You're going to breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, straighten those knees, lower those elbows, undo, do shoulder rolls forward, and then backwards. And then we're going to undo those legs. Give them a wriggle if you need to, because we're doing it on the other side. So right leg in front. Again, flat on the toes or tuck it in. Left elbow on top of the right elbow. Back to back, grab hold. Breathe in, raise those elbows up, zip up. And then exhale, bend the knees and sit. And become aware of your breath. As soon as you're in position, you notice your breath. And that way you're quietening your mind. So you're breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, straighten those knees, lower those elbows, undo. Again, shoulder rolls forward and then backwards. And then undo those legs. Let's sit down halfway down the mat. Let's do some seated twists. So make sure you've got your little cushion in the back so that way you're feeling your sitting bones on the mat. We're going to straighten out the left leg and flex the foot. You're going to bend your right knee and put the foot as close as you can towards your hips or bottom. Grab the knee with the same arm or elbow, and then the other hand goes behind. We're going to breathe in, we're going to lengthen to the ceiling. Breathe out and twist to the left this time. So look over your left shoulder, so that way we're stretching those eyes. Make sure that left foot is flexed. We want the straight leg to be working as well. So notice your chest, your belly rise and fall. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly bring your head and body around. Grab your right foot, put it on the outside of your left leg. The left leg is going to stay there flexed. We're going to grab the right knee with the opposite arm. So it could be the hand, the elbow, or even the elbow on the outside. Whatever works for you. Your right foot is going to be flat on the mat. Left hand goes behind. We're going to breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out and twist to the right. Look over that right shoulder. Remember to keep that left foot flexed. Spread the toes as well if you can. So that way your toes are always scrunched up in your shoes. Give them some space. Keep lengthening as you breathe in. Keep twisting as you breathe out. Inhale, and then exhale. Slowly bring your head and body around. Be careful of your neck as you come round. Let's do it on the other side. So take your right foot off. If you want to, give those legs a wriggle. But we're going to straighten out the right. We're going to bend the left. We're going to flex that right foot. Grab the left with the left. And the right hand goes behind. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out and go to the right again. Now remember to make sure you're stretching your eyes both ways. Inhale, And then exhale, slowly bring your head and body around. Grab your left foot, put it on the outside of your right leg. Grab the knee with the opposite arm or elbow, and the other one goes behind. We're going to breathe in, lengthen, and if you can, we want to get length. So if you had something there, you can give yourself some length as well. We're stretching that outside of the thigh too now. So breathe in, lengthen, breathe out and twist to the left. Look over that left shoulder, stretch those eyes. Make sure you're pressing your left toes into the mat and your right foot is flexed. Inhale and then exhale. Slowly let yourself come round. Undo those arms and legs. Straighten out those legs. Make sure again your cushion's in the back. Let's point the toes out in front and then back to the ceiling. Out in front, to the ceiling, out to the side, and then in towards each other. Out to the side, in towards each other, back to the ceiling. We want to keep those ankles flexible as well. Hands on top of the thighs, breathe in, stretch, breathe out. Let those hands slide forward as far as they will go. It doesn't matter even if they've gone to the knees. I want you to lengthen that spine and then exhale, relax your shoulders, your head. Don't worry about getting your head down to your knees. It's not going to work for me, it might not work for you. So we want to keep lengthening our spine. And if you've made sure you're sitting on your sitting bones, your sacrum is slightly tilted forward. So breathe in. And then as you breathe out, slide those hands back. Let's see if we can go for the toes. Inhale, stretch to the ceiling, zipper, and then exhale, fold forward. You can grab your toes. If you can't do that, grab your ankles, your knees, whatever you can reach. And then keep remembering you're lengthening and then relaxing. Don't worry again about getting your forehead or your nose to your knees. Keep lengthening. We want to keep stretching that spine. And stretch the back of the leg. So even if you're grabbing your ankles or your knees, you want to keep those feet flexed and give yourself some resistance so you can keep stretching and then relaxing. Okay, breathe in, look up, let go. Stretch to the ceiling, palms together, and then exhale it down. Give those shoulders a bit of a wriggle if you need to. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Now, your knees might be like mine, they're up high, but we're going to grab our toes or our ankles. And again, we're not getting our head or our nose down to our toes. We want to lengthen the spine. So that way we're going to stretch the inside of the thighs. So grab hold, inhale, stretch to the ceiling. And then exhale, just lean forward. You can use your elbows to maybe push those knees apart, but you're going to keep leaning forward. So don't worry about rounding. I don't want you to round your back to get your head to your toes. Think of lengthening. We want to stretch that spine, and that way you'll still feel those inner thighs working. Breathe in, slowly come back up, and let's flutter those knees, little butterfly flaps. Okay, let's come up onto our hands and knees, so just roll over. We're going to do a cat and cow as well. So bring your knees underneath your hips, your hands underneath your shoulders. Point the fingers out in front for this one. And we're going to do a cat and cow. So breathe in, looking up, tailbone up, belly towards the mat, like a cow. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down, round your back, draw your belly in. Have a look at your knees. And again, breathe in, looking up, tailbone up, belly towards the mat. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down, round your back. Then come to neutral. Now I want you to turn your fingers facing towards your knees. But we still need those, your wrists underneath your shoulders, so that way you're still balanced. This is just to stretch the ligaments in the back of your, on the front of your arms. So we're going to just do another cat and cow. So breathe in, looking up, tailbone up, belly towards the mat. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down, round the back. One more time. Breathe in, looking up, stretch the front of the neck, compress your lower back. And then exhale, round that back. And as you breathe in again, just come to neutral. You can come off your hands, maybe do circles with your hands, just to give your wrists a bit of a massage. And then always make those circles the other way. You can do little twinkles with the fingers as well. And while we're here, let's stretch those inner thighs one more time. So bring one leg out if you can. Try and straighten that leg as much as you can, but I want the foot on the mat. So what we're going to do is bend the knees. So breathe in, breathe out, bend. That knee needs to go above the ankle, so that way you're supporting the knee, supporting the ankle. Then relax your shoulders. We're using our body weight. We're using gravity to open our hip flexors. They're what we use to walk and stride. So breathe in, straighten that knee. Exhale, bend that knee, go back down. You can bring the hands to the mat. Let's make it into a stretch. Breathe in, bring those hands overhead if you can, look up. Breathe out, fold forward. Bring those hands to the mat one more time. And then as you breathe in, go back, straighten the knee, take the toes off. We're going to make it into a hamstring stretch. Stretch the back of the legs. Spread those toes. And then as you breathe in, come back up. Let's do it on the other side. So bring the other leg out. Maybe you might need a chair or something to hold on to. So be careful, make sure you're nice and balanced. So again, we're straightening the knee, keeping the foot on the mat. So inhale, exhale, bend. So the knee goes above the ankle. We use our body weight, we use gravity to open up or stretch those inner thighs. And of course you can bring the hands to the mat if you need it for balance. Breathe in, straighten the knee. And then exhale, go back down, bring the hands to the mat. Okay, we're going to go to the ceiling. So keeping the knee bent, inhale, bring those hands to the ceiling, look up if you can. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Bring those hands back down. And as you breathe in again, bring yourself up, straighten the knee, take the toes off, hamstring stretch, and again you can have the hands on the mat to keep your balance. Spread those toes, stretch the back of the legs. And then as you breathe in, bring yourself up, let's bring those knees together. Let's tuck the toes under. We're going to do bear as well. So bring your hands back down onto the mat. I want the hands underneath your shoulders again, knees underneath your hips. We're going to take the knees off the mat, but we're just going to hover just above the mat. So spread your fingers so you can press down with your fingers. Breathe in, zip up, so activate your core, and then exhale, take those knees off the mat. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the knees down, untuck the toes, bottom towards your heels. You can open up those knees. You can make fists, you can put your forehead on the fist or forehead to the mat, but into child's pose. We're rounding the back, taking the pressure off your arms, your back. And then as you breathe in, bring yourself up. Let's, one more time, sit on the mat. And again, this time, make sure there's enough room for you to eventually lie down. So again, we're going to check to make sure we've got our little cushion in the back, feeling your sitting bones on the mat. We're going to bend the knees, put the feet on the mat. We're going to do boat. So your arms can be out by your side. You can hold your thighs. You can have the hands on the mat. Whatever works for you, remember, you need to be balanced. We're going to work the quads, which is the front of your thighs and your core muscles. They're the muscles that are holding up your spine. So breathe in, zip up, and then as you exhale, take one foot off. Hold it here. Make sure your shoulders are comfortable. You're still breathing, but below the waist, you're still nice and tight, because that's holding that leg up there. Okay, inhale. Exhale, put that foot down, just lean forward so just to take some pressure off your lower back. And we'll do the other leg. So breathe in, zip up, and then exhale, take the other foot off. Inhale, exhale, put it down, lean forward, bring your chest onto your thighs. Just lean forward, lengthen your spine and your lower back. Now let's see if we can take both feet off. So again, your arms, it's up to where they are. Out by your side, hold the thighs on the mat. So relax those shoulders, breathe in, zip up, and then exhale, take those feet off, hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put those feet down, lean forward, lengthen your spine, your lower back stretch. And then as you breathe in, raise yourself up, and let's lie on our side. So you can bend that bottom knee. You're going to make your head comfortable. So either lie down or prop it up. I want you to stack your hips, and then we're going to straighten that top leg and flex that foot. We're going to do some leg raises as well. So breathe in, and if you can, keep your core muscles tight throughout, and then raise that foot up. And then exhale it down. That's 1, let's do 10. 2, only go as high, whatever's comfortable. Don't move your hips. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give it a wriggle and then bend it. We're going to do the same thing with a bent knee, and try and keep your knee and your foot at the same height. So inhale it up, core muscles working, exhale it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give that leg a bit of a wriggle one more time. This is all working the outer thigh and your hip. Great for bursitis of the hip as well. Last one, the 2 feet are going to stay together. We're just doing the top knee. So it's a little movement. So inhale it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give both legs a bit of a wriggle. Let's see if we can do a forearm plank as well. So elbow underneath the shoulder, so your forearm is down. We're going to keep the bottom knee down, and that's going to stay there. We're just taking the hip off. You can straighten that top foot or top leg and put the foot on the mat to give you something to lean against. So let's see if we can take that hip off. So breathe in, zip up, and then exhale, take it off, hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go down, then we need to roll over to do the other side. So you can either roll over the other way, bend the bottom knee, make your head comfortable, so lie down or prop it up. Stack those hips, straighten the top leg, flex that foot. I want the toes pointing out in front because your toes and knees should be pointing the same way. So inhale it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give it a wriggle. Let's bend the knee. Remember the knee and the foot, but they should be about level. So breathing up, zip up, and exhale it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's mainly the knee that's moving, not your hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straighten it out, give it a wriggle. And the last one. 2 feet stay together, just the top knee, little movement. Inhale, zip up and bring it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it all out. Forearm down, elbow underneath the shoulder, bottom knee stays on the mat. You can straighten out the other leg. We're taking the hip off for a side plank. Breathe in, zip up, and then exhale. Take your hip off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go back down now. Let's lie on the back. So make yourself comfortable. Bend the knees, put the feet on the mat. We're just going to do a twist. So leave the feet where they are. Bring the arms away from your body, no higher than shoulder height. With the palms facing up, the back of your neck is long. Leave the feet where they are, and as you breathe out, drop the knees to the left, turn your head to the right. And then breathe in, come back to the center, breathe out, drop the knees to the right, the head to the left. And then inhale, come back to the center. Let's do it one more time, but this time open the feet as wide as the mat. So the feet are going to stay at the edges of the mat. And this is like window washers, wipers. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the left, turn your head to the right. Breathe in, come back to the center, breathe out, the knees go to the right, the head to the left. Let's do it a little bit faster. Breathe in, come back to the center, breathe out, drop the knees to the left, your head turns to the right. Inhale, come back to the center, exhale, the knees to the right, the head to the left. One more time, breathe in, back to the center, breathe out, the knees to the left, the head to the right. Breathe in, back to the center, breathe out, the knees to the right, the head to the left. And then breathe in, come back to the center. You can walk those feet in, make yourself comfortable, and then straighten out your left leg. Bring your right knee towards you. Put the right hand on top of the right knee. Flex both feet. And as you breathe out, push that right knee out to the right. So you'll feel that stretch running down the inside of your right thigh. And then breathe in, bring it back to the center, change the hands over. And as you breathe out, pull that right knee over to the left, turn your head to the right. I want your shoulders to stay on the mat. So that way we're twisting that waist. You're working your obliques. We're twisting the spine to keep it flexible. We're wringing out the digestive organs. And then breathe in, bring it back to the center, keep those feet flexed, interlace the fingers over your right knee or shin. We're going into the wind-relieving posture, so as you breathe out, squeeze that thigh into the right side of your chest. You can stay here, this is just as good. You're working the ascending side of your colon. But if you can, inhale, zip up, and then exhale, raise your head and shoulders, and breathe. Breathe in, relax the head and shoulders, and then as you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Give it a wriggle, let's do the other side. So left knee, left hand, flex those feet, and as you breathe out, push that left knee out to the left. Then breathe in, come back to the center, change the hands over, and as you breathe out, pull that left knee over to the right. We're going to turn the head to the left, keep the shoulders on the mat, feel the stretch running down the outside of your left thigh, hip and back.
And then inhale, come back to the center. Wind relieving posture again. Interlace the fingers, change the grip on the fingers. Other pinky and other thumb are on the outside. Over your left knee or shin. As you breathe out, you're going to squeeze that thigh into the left side of your chest. And again, you can stay here. This is just as good. This is working the descending side of your colon. Inhale, zip up if you can, and then exhale, raise your head and shoulders. Breathe in, relax the head and shoulders, and exhale, straighten out your left leg. Give it a wriggle. And then bend both knees, bring them towards you, toes to the ceiling, hands at the end of your bottom. Let's do legs up the wall. Now you'll feel your core muscles start to activate on their own to hold your toes there. But flex those feet. Check your shoulders are nice and comfortable, the back of your neck is long. You can hold onto the thighs if you need to. We're just going to stay here just for a few breaths. This is very good for your heart. So it doesn't have to pump as hard to get the blood from your toes. Great for your legs at the end of the day. And we're coming out of it. So bend the knees, put the hands behind, and tuck your chin in and rock. Massage your spine. Tailbone to the top. Big rocks if you can. And then on your next rock, you can rock yourself up. You can find a jacket, a blanket, or your socks. And then if you want, you can lie back down or go into Savasana. Or if you prefer, you can sit up. You can find a chair to sit on. Whatever works for you. I need you to be comfortable. So breathe in and breathe out. Take a big breath in through your nose. Nice long exhale out through your mouth. Now, if you're lying down, you can bend the knees and put the feet on the mat to support your lower back. Otherwise, if your legs are straight, see if you can leave a gap between your legs. Leave a gap between your arms and your body. We want the air and energy to circulate around your limbs. And if you can, rotate your arms so your palms are facing up. That opens up your collarbone area. Pushes your shoulders back and down, and it also puts you in a receiving gesture. It opens you up to be able to receive any healing energy that's in the room. So one more time, big breath in through your nose. Nice long exhale out through your mouth like a sigh. And then allow your breath to regulate, and breathe in and breathe out. And notice all the parts of your body that are touching the mat, the ground. Feel the material on your skin, your clothes. Feel the air on your skin. Then notice your chest, your belly rise as you breathe in. Feel your chest and your belly deflate as you breathe out. Now you can have your eyes open and just stare at one spot so you can lose your focus. Or gently close your eyes, your eyelids. So that way you're aware of your body and your breath. And as you take your next breath in, bring your awareness to your feet and stretch out your toes. Separate your toes. And then as you breathe out, allow those toes to curl back in and relax. So relax your feet, relax your legs, your shins, calves, knees and thighs.
Now gently bring your awareness to your hands. And as you breathe in, stretch out your fingers and thumbs. And then as you breathe out, allow those fingers and thumbs to slightly curl back in and relax. So relax your hands, your arms, your wrists, your lower arms, your elbows, your upper arms, all the way up to your shoulders. Relax the area between your shoulders and your neck. Feel all the tension go every time you breathe out. Relax your neck, your throat. Relax your jaw, allow your teeth, your lips to be just slightly apart. Bring your awareness to your head, the back of your head, the top of your head, and your forehead. So as you breathe in and breathe out, feel your frown lines, your tension lines disappear. Notice your eyebrows, your eyes, relaxing. Relax your cheeks. And once more, become aware of your breath. Feel the air going in through your nostrils, your parted lips. Feel the air coming back out. Notice your chest, your belly rise and fall. Notice how your rib cage expands, pushing your shoulder, if you're lying down, your shoulder blades into the mat. Relax your waist, your lower back, your hips, your pelvic area, your bottom. Everything from your toes to your fingertips and the top of your head is relaxed. So let's count our breaths. So as you breathe in, that's 1. As you breathe out, that's 2. See if you can count up to 10. And if your mind does wander off, that's okay. When you notice it, just gently bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath, and just count from 1 again. And every time you do that, it strengthens your focus, your concentration. So breathe in, breathe out, and count from 1 to 10. Now gently bring your awareness back into the room, back to your body if your mind, if it's wandered off. And just wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. And then as you breathe in, let's stretch. Bring your arms overhead. If you're lying down, stretch those legs, those feet. And blink your eyes open, and as you breathe out, bring your arms back
side. Blinking your eyes open. And as you're rocking, you can rock over to the side, or you can grab behind your legs and rock yourself. Whichever one works for you, just make yourself comfortable. And we're just going to do just some more stretches just to wake up. So let's breathe in, bring your arms overhead. And then exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the floor in front. Relax the head, relax the shoulder. Breathe in, raise your head, raise those hands overhead, palms together, and then bring them down. Side stretch, one arm. Inhale. Exhale it over. Breathe in slowly, come back up, and then exhale it down the other side. Inhale. Exhale over. Inhale, come back up and down. Let's do a twist as well. So bring one hand to the opposite knee or thigh, the other hand goes behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to that side you're holding the knee or thigh. Look over the shoulder, we're twisting that waist and spine. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your head and body around, change the hands. Breathe in, breathe out and twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly bring yourself round, 3 arm circles. Inhale, palms together. Exhale it down, and again. One more time. Namaste everybody, have a great day, be kind and smile. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time on Yoga with Anne.